Hi folks, it's Kieran here. I'm about to head to Market Arab Skate Park to have a crack at these frontside nose slides. Figured I'd film a quick intro before I went because I'm kind of limited for time on the session, so I didn't want to faff around when I get down there trying to film intros because they always take me ages. I figured then I can just go down, quick warm up and just get cracking on with this trick. Super excited about trying this one. I'm fairly confident that we're going to get some sort of land today. As far as like what I'm going to count, I kind of want to clarify this before I start trying it. As long as I get into the trick, slide a little bit and get out, I'm going to take that as a win and take that as having learned the trick. I think something that I've definitely done in the past, and I think a lot of people do this with slide and grind tricks, is you have this idea of like a really fluid, smooth one in your mind where you pop on, get a nice smooth, slide or grind, whatever, go in, and then you come out all smooth. And, quite often the first ones you do, they just don't work out like that. They're a lot more disjointed, you come off at weird angles and all that sort of thing. And something that I've definitely learned as I've been learning these tricks is that you shouldn't beat yourself up about your first ones. You should just take your first ones as I've done it, I can know how to do the trick, and then over time build up so that they're smoother, so you're sliding further, so you're, making the whole thing look a lot more fluid. So yeah, today I really don't care. I don't care if I get on, slide, come to a complete standstill and then hop off and clip the ledge or whatever. As long as I get in, get out and slide and get out, that's it. That's a win as far as my book, and we can keep working forward with it. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to head down there now. Hopefully it won't rain on me. It's looking pretty grey and grim out there. I've got about an hour just to get as many tries as we can in and hopefully get a land. So yeah, let's get down there and get it done. Right, let's go. I guess I'm kind of willing to count that, like, by the parameters I set before I left the house. That's a make. I did get in, I locked, there was a little slide and I got out. So yeah, you can see what I mean in terms of like, it's a really jolty set of manoeuvres. Like I get in, there's a bit of slide and then they come to a full stop. I'm not in control at all, which is weird. So we're just gonna keep going, see if we can get as many more as we can. It's definitely gonna rain like super soon. But yeah, progress at the very least. That hurt. I've been trying to like make a point of like squatting into it, like landing, dink down into it so that I land a bit firmer. This leg doesn't go waving off, which is good because when I get in it, I'm holding it, I'm firm in it. But whilst my head and weight is still pointing that way, that's what's going to happen. I'm just going to slip backwards, smash my ankle on the ledge, which sucks. I need to stack my weight on this shoulder and this foot, but turn my head a little bit back behind me so that my weight is all centered and I can slide backwards with my back backwards but my head and shoulder turned. That way I'll be able to hold it properly and not slip out. It's way easier said than done. It was the same thing with front board. I've only ever done very small tapped front boards, and as a result you can kind of get away with it. But yeah, this is a bit of a different beast. consistently getting the nose on the ledge, front foot down enough to hold it in there. But because I keep over rotating my shoulders, or not distributing my weight right, whatever it is, that back foot just keeps coming off, swinging around behind me, which I think is what's creating so much extra slide, so it looks like it would be out there was. But until I can get that back foot to lock into place and hold, I'm not going to get any progress at all. And obviously I can't get out of it like at all. But then I've not got into it properly yet, I suppose, the other way of looking at it. Kind of getting frustrated. I'm pleased with the progress in terms of, like, I know it's coming. Still not 100% sure on the one that I landed earlier. But I know what I need to do. I think I know what I need to do. I just need to focus on being more rigid and just holding, once I get into it, just stacking that weight over that front foot. But just, you know, in such a way that I don't rotate. I need to basically hit the ledge and stop the rotation of my body, rather than sort of like continuing to roll it around. It's very frustrating. I feel like if I did this at the edge, the very end of the ledge, I might be able to do like a really sketchy one to fakie where I sort of like tap it and slide back round, but we're not having that. Here's a train. One of the main features of Market Harbour Skate Park is the railway. So yeah, I'm going to keep plowing away with it. I've got a little bit more time. It looks, that cloud is either going to ruin our session, or we're going to pass by and we're going to get away with it. Yeah, I'm starting to get wound up. Need to just stay calm, inner peace, and land this trick. I am 100% taking that one as a land. It wasn't pretty in any way, shape or form. The way I'm getting out of these at the moment is disgusting. It's pure luck if I don't jolt myself off. But we got in, we slid a little, and we got out. So technically that's 2, which makes this session a win. Keep going. From the hideous dismount again, that was definitely the best one we've got there. The only thing I've changed is I'm actually coming at it a little bit slower than I was. I was going a little, like, I mean, it's fractional. I mean, when I talk about speed, it's hardly worth talking about. We're talking about the difference between, you know, a turtle crawling and a turtle falling on its face in terms of speed. But what I have also done is shift this front foot from just behind the bolts to just up in front of the bolts. It just means that when I get in, I'm stable more quickly and sort of helping this foot hold in place, I think. It definitely feels like that's what's helping. So, yeah. I think that's cloud's going to ruin the session. Let's get one more, because then we've got 5. That would be sick, wouldn't it? 5 is a good number. Getting incredibly wound up trying to get this last one, this 5th one. As always with skateboarding, you know, it's never just one more, is it? Like that last one. This happens to me so often when I learn a new trick. Like I'll do one, and I'll grab a couple, and then I'll be like, oh cool, I just want to do one more before I go home. And that last one, when I decide that it's the last one before I go, it's like my focus just disappears completely, and I can't apply what I've learnt already, that I have to rebattle again. It's such a dumb thing. Anyway, I'm gonna give myself 5 more minutes. That's literally all the time that I can spare before I need to head home. So yeah, like whatever happens first, either we get one more or 5 minutes is up, and either way I'm calling the session. But yeah, there you go, 5 earth minutes. That'll do, that's number 5. It's whatever, crap, don't care. It took me a minute and a half. Right, let's go before it utterly chucks it down, and I'm bloody freezing as well. That's number 5, and that's going to be it for the session. That's all I've got time for. Stoked to have managed to get 5 of these based on my conditions. They're probably the ugliest front nose slides that have ever been done on the history of the planet. I don't care, because I learned a new trick today, which is awesome. A couple of things I need to work on. I am getting into them consistently, but I'm not distributing my weight right at all. I'm never going to be able to hold this trick and get out of it smoothly based on the way that I'm distributing my weight and like centering myself when I'm up on it. So that's one thing to work on. And second is that dismount. Like, I'm just flopping off the ledge at the moment and hoping not to fall off when I hit the floor. It's so dumb, it feels awful. So yeah, obviously need to work on that, need to find a way to get out of it smoother. Whether that's to regular or fakie, I don't know, and I don't really care. I guess the one thing I could probably try is try doing them at the edge of the ledge. I feel like I could get like a little one to fakie where I just sort of scratch it and roll back round. But quite often with, you know, tricks like that, if you do them like that, you can kind of do them, but you can't hold them, you can't sit in them along. It's more like a 180 with a nose bonk. So I'm probably going to avoid that instead, and just instead continue to focus on working on how to hold the trick. But yeah, stoked for what we've achieved today, at the very least. As far as going forward, I probably won't do any more videos necessarily dedicated to this unless I feel like there's something specific to work on that I can show you guys. Instead, I'll just do them as part of my sessions when I come down here and get this ledge or any of the other ones. I'll just keep working on them, and then you'll see them improve over time through those videos. Hopefully that's the plan anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you've got any like tips or ideas for this trick, leave it down in the comments below. If you've got any ideas for tricks I should try next, I'd love to hear those as well. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click the like button, all those YouTubey things, and I'll see you on the next video. Let's think of a new trick now. What shall it be?